Hello and welcome back to another video. I think I've got over my fear of microphones now. So today I'm going to give you a no nonsense guide to Rogier's questline. Quick disclaimer though, if you've already started Raani's questline then you won't be able to do Rogier's, so you'd have to wait until another playthrough or start the game again. But Rogier's questline does lead straight into Raani's questline, and you can also start Fear's questline, which we'll come onto in another video. So first things first, you'll see Rogier as a summon for the first main story boss, Margit the Fell. Use him if you wish, and then we'll move on to his first location where we can actually have our first chat with him. As we make our way through Stormvale Castle, you'll meet me here at the Rampart Tower site of Grace. There are 3 proper annoying birds out there, so try your best to take them out and then follow this route to Rogier. I've speeded up this section a bit because I don't want to bore you with real time, because this is supposed to be a quick guide after all. As we progress there will be a few items for you to grab, so make sure you grab those on your way. When we get to the ladder you'll notice a knight and he's got a minion with him. Take them out and progress through to meet Rogier for your first proper encounter with him.
Ah, nice to meet you.
I'll skip the dialogue and let you experience that for yourself. We basically just want to tell him that we are here to defeat Godric, and then he's going to offer you a couple of items for you to purchase from him. Progress your way through the castle until you get yourself to the Godric fight and take him out. If you are struggling with him, you'll be able to find Nepheli Lou in the castle and she can be summoned to help. Once Godric is defeated, we can take great pleasure in seeing Gatekeeper Gostock continuously stamping on Godric's head.
Godric, you filthy slug.
Lovely. And then we're off to the Round Table Hold for Rogier's next location. There are a few other NPCs here for you to have a chat with at your own leisure, but for now we'll just run past them and focus on Rogier. Speak to Rogier, who now is in a little bit of a mess, and tell him that you defeated Godric, and he will very kindly give you his sword, which is Rogier's Rapier, +8. Continue to exhaust Rogier's dialogue until he tells you about how he got in this state, which is going to lead us on to our next location. So we need to head back to Stormvale Castle and go to the lift side chamber site of Grace, for what is kind of a hidden path to this area. So go straight forwards and up the lift and follow this route. Again, I'm going to speed it up so it doesn't drag on a bit, but it's a little further away, so bear with me. Pick up any items that you see en route, as there won't be any need to come back here after this really. Head forwards and you'll see a summoning sign for Rogier. Proceed to the left again and grab the items, and we want to open this door here, which is where we started at the lift side chamber, just in case you die. Proceed down this platforming section. There will be a couple of those big bats that try to kill you. Ignore them and just make your way down to the bottom here. Continue forwards and take out the annoying rats, and make sure you watch out for the big rat that attempts to jump scare you. Make your way down to the next level, and here you will be greeted with one of those irritating ulcerated tree spirits. It took me a couple of attempts, hence mentioning the other door on the way down, but once defeated you'll be rewarded with a golden seed. There'll be a few more items on the ground, including a swordstone key, so grab those and head forwards again to the end of this area. You'll see a bloodstain on the floor in front of you with this weird looking face, which by clicking it will reveal what happened to Rogier. Once you've seen that, turn around, climb the ladder and leave the area, and then we're back off to the Round Table Hold. Speak to Rogier again and ask him about the corpse under Stormvale. After exhausting his dialogue, we're going to see another NPC at the Round Table, Fear. If this is your first time seeing Fear, have a chat with her and let her hold you, because everybody loves a free hug, innit?
You are very warm.
Here you'll be given the Baldachin's Blessing, which I believe removes any curse she puts on you or something like that. You'll have to look it up. Anyway, once that's done, head to the Grace and rest at the Round Table again. Head back to Fear and get some more free hugs and ask to talk in secret. Continue through her dialogue where she is going to give us a little backstory and tell us about the Blackknives. Fear will then give us a map indicating where we can go to find the blueprint. So from the Round Table Hold, we're going to make our way through Lernia towards the northeast until we discover the Blackknife Catacombs. Once inside, take this route as there is a secret boss room we need to get to. Ignore the skeletons, just take out the wizards. apart from the last two here. You'll need to essentially kill them twice so they don't respawn. Where you see the boss wall, for me, it is actually a hidden brick wall. So you got to just hit it with your sword or your weapon and it'll disappear. My bad for not recording that bit, so I do apologise. I'm a bit new to this. Once inside, you've got to defeat the Blackknife assassin. He's a bit tricky because of his quick movements, but persist with him and I'm sure you'll nail it. Once you defeat him, you're going to get a nice new weapon, but more importantly, the Blackknife print, which is what we need to continue Rogier's quest. Head to the teleporter at the back of the room and make your way back to Rogier. Give Rogier the Blackknife print so he can study it and then go and rest at the Grace. Return back to Rogier and he will now reveal to us the next step in his quest, which is the whereabouts of Raani. Exhaust this dialogue and then make your way to Lernia to go to Korean Manor. If you haven't been there yet, start on at EG's Grace Point and follow this route, dodging the shower of arrows to the front of the manor. From here, if you stick to the left as you enter, be careful of all the hand spiders that are going to try and jump out at you. Hop over the stairs and into this building, grabbing the Grace. Continue following this route. You can run past all these enemies and make it to the lift at the end. I can't remember if I've said this already, but I do encourage exploring all the areas as there is so much to do everywhere. Now we are in the manor upper level. From here, again, follow this route and be wary of the wolf at the bottom of the steps. There is only a few minor enemies here and you can avoid that big boy on the main stairs. Continue on until we reach the boss area of Royal Knight Loretta. Buff up and take out Loretta, who is going to drop you Loretta's Great Bow and the Ash of War, Loretta's Slash. And now we can finally move on to Raani's Rise. Follow this path I take from the Grace Point and make your way to Raani, but avoid fighting the dragon. It's not going to end well for you and we don't really need to do that right now. Carry on and head up the lift and you'll finally meet Raani. She's not very happy with you at the moment, so just exhaust her dialogue until she tells you to basically go away.
Now, be gone.
Head back to the Round Table Hold and listen to Rogier's proposition. Exhaust his dialogue and then we're going to head back to Raani at Raani's Rise and pledge allegiance to her service. From here you can begin Raani's questline and she will request that you talk to her loyal servants on the way out. You might have already seen them before, it's EG and Blide, and then we've got this other one, Shifty Celivus. After you've spoke to them, head back to the round table and you'll speak to Rogier one last time as he is not in a good place at the moment.
Falling into a deep, fathomless slumber.
After this you need to rest at the Grace at the round table 3 times, whilst attempting to talk to Rogier, who is non-responsive apart from a little grumble. Eventually you'll see that Rogier has died from the curse, but you can now own his armour set, which have buffs if you are a glintstone user. A short but touching questline. Thank you, Rogier. If you want that final bit of clarity after seeing Rogier for the last time, you can head back to Thea, who will express her thanks, and you can also begin her questline here as well. So all in all, it's a nice short quest line. You get a good bit of gear for it, as well as Rogier's ball bearing, which you can take to the Twin Maidens, and in my opinion the best way to begin Raani's quest line, which is a whole nother video in itself, which I'm going to be doing quite soon. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I hope it was quick and informative enough for you. I'm going to have some more coming over the next few weeks. Cheers for watching, see you later.